Welcome to everyone from the Main Street Yoga community. I hope you're all doing well. Thanks for joining me in this video today, and hello to anyone who is new to Main Street Yoga or is just watching this video from somewhere else. My name is Sarah, and I'm going to be leading you in a class of yoga postures that are fairly gentle with long holds, so sometimes holding poses from a minute to 5 minutes or so. For this class, you don't need any necessarily like yoga specific props, but you can use things you have lying around the house. I found this bolster in a thrift store. It's not as sturdy as a normal yoga bolster, it's quite soft, but it will do the trick. So if you have something like that lying around, that'd be great. If you don't have something like that, I've also got a couple of just ordinary pillows. These are actually memory foam cushions that I use in my lounge room. But they're just pillows that most people have around the house on your bed or something like that. So a couple of cushions, if you have some handy, folded blankets can do the trick as well. And if you have a strap, a yoga strap, that's great. If you don't, using a belt or a scarf or anything, sort of long pieces of fabric that you have around the house will be fine as well. If you have a yoga mat, that's great. If you don't, a nice soft carpet like I have here is fine too for this practice. So please begin by taking a comfortable seat. So if sitting with your legs crossed is comfortable for you, that's fine. Using any props you may need to bolster yourself up so that your hips are above your knees. Once you find your seat, placing your hands on the thighs, and press down through your sit bones, lengthen through your waist. Take a deep inhale through your nose, draw your shoulders up to your ears, and exhale as you slide them down and back. The crown of your head is lifting toward the sky. And bring your eyes to a close. And before we begin practice today, I would like to talk to you a little bit about what it means to be good at yoga. So something I hear a lot when I'm in the studio, and some people who know me might know my instant reaction to that statement, because often when it's said, it's usually in a negative way about oneself. I'm not good at yoga, or I'm not that good at yoga. And it's usually when people are saying that they're not flexible enough, or perhaps not strong enough, or maybe they don't know the postures well enough. And one of the reasons why I always have a reaction to this is because to me that's not what yoga is about. So to me, being good at yoga means that you are really good at tuning into the sensations in your body, really good at listening to what your body needs, really good about noticing the emotions and feelings that are occurring for you in the mind. And it goes on from there. Clearly there's a lot to the philosophy of yoga. But what I really would like you to focus on in this class today is, rather than chasing flexibility or chasing sensation in your body, is really focus on this idea that the core of yoga is being aware of the sensations in your body. So it's not necessarily to grind that knee down to the ground, in a pose, to feel a really intense stretch in the hips, saying, oh, I'm really opening my hips right now. But even if the pose is subtle for you, even if it's just a little bit of sensation, how aware of that sensation can you be? So with that said, with your eyes closed here, just take a moment to notice the sensations in your body right now. And at first it can be the external sensation, so noticing the temperature on your skin, the temperature of the air around you. You may notice the pressure of your legs and feet into the ground. You may then begin to notice the internal sensations a little more, perhaps noticing the beat of your heart. Perhaps noticing the lungs expanding as you inhale and contracting as you exhale. And And from there, noticing the sensations that are perhaps specific to your body. And can you notice these sensations without judging your body? So if there's any areas of tightness or discomfort or pain, just accepting those sensations as part of your human experience, without wishing the body to be different, without thinking the body needs to be better, more perfect. Just being aware. And bring your attention now to your mind, noticing the thoughts and feelings that are present for you in your mind. Noticing if your thoughts are moving fast, maybe planning, thinking about the future, the past. Maybe you're feeling tired today and the thoughts are slow. And can you notice the emotions and thoughts in your mind without judging, just as you did with the body? Just allowing the thoughts and emotions to come and go. Now draw your attention to your breath. You may notice that straight away, as soon as your attention is drawn to your breath, that you automatically begin to deepen your breath. Just noticing how that awareness, the power of that awareness alone allowed you to deepen your breath. And for those of you who have not yet deepened the breath, begin to take a slower inhalation through the nose. And then exhale long through the nose. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Next time you inhale, inhale slowly and deeply. Then open your mouth and exhale, let it go. And again, deep inhale through your nose. Open your mouth and exhale, let it go. And returning to a mindful, deep breath and sustaining this mindful breath through your practice today. And to begin this practice, please bring your hands pressing palm into palm, thumbs come in toward your sternum. And we'll chant the sound of Om. Take a deep inhale. And allow your hands to come back down to your thighs. Open your eyes. And prop yourself up off of your support and bring it off to the side. Now if you have your cushions or your bolster, and I'll demonstrate this with the cushions because I imagine more of you have pillows rather than a bolster. And bring the cushion right up to the lower back, so the sacrum area. And you may need two cushions if they're this standard pillow size. Place them behind you. And then gently lower yourself down onto your cushions. Pausing as you lay, just noticing your body melting into the supports below you. Take a moment to scan the body and notice the sensation. So if there's too much sensation in the lower back, it may mean that your cushions are a little too thick for you. So finding something that's lower to the ground, maybe a folded blanket, if this is too much of an arch in your back here. Then draw the feet towards the sit bones. And then take the knees out to either side, pressing the soles of the feet together, coming into a reclined Baddha Konasana. If you like, you can place supports under your legs if they stick far off the ground. You'll see that mine do as well. And so I prefer not having anything underneath my legs. It's more comfortable for me. But if you like to have that feeling of support under the thighs, the outside of the thighs, you're welcome to get something and do that. Then place one hand on the belly and then one hand on the heart. And take a deep breath in through the nose. Open your mouth and exhale, release. Feeling yourself yield into this position. And you stay here, and I'm going to move. The spirit likes to dress up like this. 10 fingers, 10 toes, shoulders and all the rest. At night in the black branches, in the morning in the blue branches of the world. It could float, of course, but would rather plumb rough matter, airy and shapeless thing. It needs the metaphor of the body, lime and appetite, the oceanic fluids. It needs the body's world, instinct and imagination, and the dark hug of time, sweetness and tangibility. To be understood, to be more than pure light that burns where no one is. So it enters us in the morning, shines from brute comfort like a stitch of lightning, and at night lights up the deep and wondrous drownings of the body like a star. Take a moment to scan your body and notice if there's any areas where you're really holding the body in place, and see if you can relax those places. So maybe you tend to hold the glutes to support the legs, and just notice what happens if you relax the muscles around the thighs and the pelvis. Notice if you're holding tension in the upper body. And if you are, take a deep inhale through your nose. Open your mouth and exhale, release the shoulders deeper into your support. Notice if you're holding tension anywhere in the neck or the throat and the jaw. And if you are, opening the mouth and stretching the jaw a few times until the tension melts away, allowing the muscles in the face to relax. Becoming acutely aware of the experience of your body. And also noticing where your mind goes as you hold these postures for a long period of time. If you find your mind is going very far away from your experience, again, noticing that tendency without judging your mind. And just gently inviting it back into the sensations of your body. Being here and being present for your practice today. If your knees are out to the side still, draw the hands down to the outside of the legs and bring the knees together. Moving very slowly and protecting your body, take the right arm out in front to your side, or the left one if it suits the way you're facing, and then gently roll off of your cushions and onto your side. Using the left hand to support you as well, and just pausing here, noticing the sensations in your body here. Press your hand into the ground. Begin to press yourself up off the ground. And take your cushions or your bolster, if you have one, in front of you. Now, if you find down child's pose really uncomfortable, you may like to place already a cushion in between the sit bones and the heels and calves to provide a little lift. Place your cushions and bolster in front of you, and then gently lower the body over the bolster. So a really gentle child's pose here. If the cushion is really limiting you because you have a lot of openness in the back, you can move the cushion off to the side and lower the forehead or one cheek down to the ground. Please prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried press into your hands and press the chest up off the ground. Lift up the sit bones so you're in a hands and knees position, and bring your cushion or bolster in front of you in case you need it in a moment. And then gently lower yourself down onto the ground. So coming onto your belly, take the hands under the shoulders and come to the tops of the feet. Press your pelvis into the earth, and with an inhale, lift the chest up off the ground. The elbows are down by your side, so in. Now you can stay here if you'd like a more restorative version of this pose. Take your elbows to the ground and grab your cushion and place your cushion underneath the chest. And then allow the chest to rest over and come to one cheek. And you can place as much height underneath you as you need to feel a stretch in the lower back. But if there's ever pain or crunching in the lower back, it means you're up too high. So you can stay there, or you can come into this version of the pose with the palms facing down, elbows in. If you're very flexible in the lower back, you can turn the hands out and press yourself a little higher, even straightening the arms if that's available to you. Again, if there's any pain or crunching feelings in the lower back, it means this is too much for you. So like I said at the beginning of class, there's no need to really press yourself into a position of pain or discomfort, especially because it makes it harder to really be present in the sensations in your body. So coming down, even just bending the elbows, coming to a place where it feels a little bit more supportive for you. Or coming even all the way down. And if pressing your hands into the ground is too much energy, you can take the elbows underneath the shoulders and come into Sphinx. So this is a little bit more of an active pose. We won't be staying here too long. Whatever position you're in, very gently lowering your chest down toward the ground. Press your hands under your shoulders. Press yourself up onto hands and knees. Grab your cushion or your bolster, bring it under your chest. Take your knees nice and wide, and this will depend on every person. So some people have hips that go really far out to the side, so however it feels most beneficial to your body. And then gently lower the chest over your bolster. Again, the bolster, if it is in your way and you have a greater range of motion that you'd like to experience, you can take the bolster out of the way and bring the forehead or the cheek to the ground. But again, just notice if you're chasing sensation. And can you just come to a place where you're supported enough to feel some sensation in the body, but also relax and yield into the ground. So there's no gripping or grasping in the body. Again, since this is a bit of an active pose, holding yourself up, scan your body and notice any areas where you may be holding unnecessary tension. Allow the muscles in your glutes to relax.
Allow the muscles up the spine to relax. Allow the head and neck to relax. The shoulders melt over your support. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Open your mouth and exhale, side out. Gently begin to bring the hands underneath your shoulders, so moving slow. Press your hands into the earth, peel yourself up off your bolster, and then slide the right knee in towards center, left knee in towards center. And take your cushion, your bolster off to the side, or you can use it to sit on here. So come to a seat, whatever seat is most comfortable for you to be in for a couple of moments. And then find your strap and make sure whatever you're using as a strap is long enough so that you can place your hands just a little bit wider than shoulder width. And then once you have your strap in your hands shoulder width, bring the strap to shoulder level, pause. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Close your eyes and just notice the sensations in your shoulders here. Open your eyes, bring the strap above your head, pause here. Now notice if there's any tension in the shoulders here. If the shoulders are drawn up to your ears, it means you need to take your arms even wider so the shoulders can relax. And often the more muscular you are, the more challenging this will be. And take a deep inhale through your nose. And then exhale over to the right. I'll mirror you. So taking the strap with you with the right hand, left arm reaches up overhead. Feeling a stretch in the side body. Pause here. Grounding down through the sit bones. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale over to the left, so pulling the strap down with the left hand as the right arm reaches and arches up overhead, stretching the side body, grounding down through your sit bones, feeling the sensations in the outside of the right arm. And just moving a couple of times like this, draw your strap up overhead, and exhale over to the right. Draw your strap overhead as you inhale. Exhale over to the left. Inhale, draw your strap overhead. This time pause here and draw the strap behind your head. So maybe just coming down an inch. If it's available to your shoulders, drawing the strap all the way down. If there's any pain, you've gone too far. Inhale, draw the strap up. Exhale over to the right. Inhale up to center. Exhale over to the left. Inhale up to center. Exhale, draw the strap behind your head. Again, just coming down as much as you need to feel a little bit of sensation. Draw the strap overhead. This time, draw the strap down in front of you, pause at shoulder level, noticing the sensations in your shoulders as you pause here. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale, release. Allow the strap to come down. And take the strap to your side, keeping it about at hip distance when you would be laying down on the ground so that you can grab it when we lay down easily. Prop yourself up off your cushion and then take yourself down onto your back. So bringing your legs out in front of you and coming onto your back. Once you come down again, noticing what it's like to lay down on the earth. Draw the feet in towards you, pressing the soles of the feet into the ground. Lift the left foot up off the ground and cross the left ankle across the right thigh and flex the left foot. The left foot is flexed to protect the ankle. This may be enough for you, and you can press the left hand into the left thigh, making sure there's no pain in the knee. And this can be your pose. If you need to go further, lift the right foot up off the ground and take the hands behind the right thigh. Draw the right knee in towards you. Left elbow can press into the inside of the left thigh to press the leg away to feel more opening in the hip here. Again, going to a point of sensation that you can be present with. Rather than chasing greater sensation, can you chase more presence in the sensation? What can you notice? What can you feel? How aware can you be? Again, this is a bit more of an active pose. So scan the body here and notice if there's any areas where you can relax a little bit more. Yielding the body into the ground. Notice any tension in the shoulders and the face and the neck. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And exhale, release the right foot to the ground. Uncross the left ankle from the leg. Place the left foot to the ground. And just take a moment to pause and notice how you feel here. So feeling any residual sensation in your body. And then take the arms out to a T or cactus arms. And just gently windshield wipe the legs from side to side. Come back to stillness in the center. Take the arms down by your sides and take the right ankle to the top of the left thigh. Flex the right foot. And again, you're welcome to stay here, pressing the inside of the right thigh away from you, feeling the hip open. So for some of us who have injury or pain in the hip or the pelvis area, this might be enough. But if you need more, lift the left foot up off the ground, interlace the hands behind the thigh, and press the right thigh away from you with the right elbow. Again, there should be no pain in the knee. So if there's pain, coming out a little bit, so not pressing as hard or coming to a previous variation. Scan the body and notice any areas where you may be holding tension. Each side can be different, so this side might feel more intense or less intense than the left hip did. Noticing any areas where you can relax and yield your body deeper into the ground, feeling the muscles in the upper back relax, feeling the relaxing of the lower back into the ground. Noticing any tension you hold in the jaw or the face, letting it all melt away. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose and release the left foot down to the ground. Uncross the legs and place the right foot down on the earth. Just take a moment here to notice the residual sensations in the pelvis and anywhere else where you experience sensation in the figure 4 pose. And take your arms out to a T or cactus arms and gently begin to windshield wiper the legs from side to side. And come back into stillness. Keep the right foot where it is and press the left foot long on the mat. And then hug the right knee in, so take the hands around the outside of the knee, interlacing the fingers. Pull the right knee in towards you as you press the left foot away from you. And allow the left foot to hover just slightly above the ground, so getting length in the left hip. Pressing, pressing, pressing. And then exhale, release the foot to the ground, relax. And then take your strap. And if you have a proper strap, you can make a big loop in this. If you don't have an actual yoga strap, just take the strap, whatever you're using, and place it around the ball of the foot. Now, for those of you with a strap and who are familiar with this, which a lot of people at Main Street Yoga like to do this, is we like to put the strap behind the head, and you can do this with a scarf as well by tying a knot, but the strap is above the ears. So please don't put the strap anywhere else but above the ears. If there's pain or crunching in the neck, making the loop bigger. If making the loop bigger doesn't alleviate that pain, then please don't do it and take the head down to the mat. So also, if you have a strap or a scarf or a belt that you're using that won't work for that, holding the strap in the hand is perfectly fine too. So you can take, what I like to do is take my right hand, take it to the inside of my leg, and then bring my hand around so my fingers come to the outside of the strap. And then I take the remaining strap and draw it over the inside of my thumb so that I can easily hold onto this without feeling like I'm slipping. So it's a little bit easier to relax here. And that's really the idea of the strap around the back of the head, is that it just sort of allows you to hold the foot up without engaging the muscles in the arm. So it's not entirely necessary to the pose. Once you find your position, again, no pain in the neck. And there should be, of course, some sensation in the back of the right leg, but enough sensation that you can be present in. So if you've gone past the point where you feel like you're really tensing the body up to be present in the sensation, to really hold that position, then just gently let yourself out a little bit. And if as you open, as you hold this pose, the muscles are going to relax a little bit more. So maybe you want to bring the foot in closer and closer, making micro adjustments as you hold this pose. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Through the nose to exhale and bend the right knee. And take the strap off the foot and take the strap to the side. Place the right leg long on the mat and just pause, noticing how the right side feels compared to the left. Draw the left knee in towards you now. Give the left knee a hug towards you, so hands interlaced on the outside of the left shin. Press the right foot away from you, so the right foot is off the ground. Your leg is so engaged, pressing your foot toward the front. With an exhale, release the right leg to the ground. Take your strap and place the strap around the ball of the left foot. And begin to press the left foot toward the sky. Again, placing the loop of the strap or your scarf or belt around the top of the head above the ears, or drawing the strap together or the scarf or belt. Take your left hand, bring it under the strap and over to the right, and then take the strap in your hand, the fingertips pointing toward the left. Draw the strap over the top of your wrist, underneath the hand, and then over the inside of the thumb. So you've got a nice grip here, so you can really allow the leg to pull towards you without really engaging the arm too much. The right hand can rest on the body or on the ground. Deep breaths here. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, bend the knee. Take the strap off of the foot and take the strap off to the side. Take the leg down to the ground, extending it long on the mat. Place one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart, and just notice how you feel. Walk the feet over to the right. So you're feeling a stretch already down the outside of the left side of the body. Take the arms overhead, So the goal here is to leave the shoulders on the ground. So if this is already enough for you, stay here. If you can go further and it's comfortable for you, begin to walk the torso a little bit over to the right as well. So you're creating one long arch from the left shoulder down to the left ankle. If you're feeling okay here and both shoulders can relax, you can take the left wrist in the right hand. If you would like to go further and it feels okay for your body, you can take the left foot up and cross the left ankle over the right ankle. So this can be a very subtle stretch for some of us. Some of us it can be very intense. So being present with whatever is there for you today. If it's subtle, really taking the opportunity to feel the very, very subtle stretching of the muscles in your left side. If this is intense for you, noticing any areas where you can relax, where you can yield, where you can soften, and maybe even backing out of the pose just a little bit. So how aware can you be here? What is the body telling you? How can you nourish your body in this moment? Take a deep inhale through your nose. Open your mouth and exhale, let it go. Feeling the body yield into the ground. Noticing any areas where you can soften. If your ankles are crossed, uncrossing the ankles. Slowly walking the feet back to center. Letting go of the grasp of the wrist. Taking the left arm down by your side. Right arm down by your side. Gently walking the torso back to center. And just pause here, noticing the difference in how one side feels compared to the other. How your left side feels, compared to the right. Then walk your feet over to the left. pausing here, noticing if this is enough for you. If you need more, take the arms overhead. Begin to walk the torso a little bit to the right as well to get a stretch down the right side here. Take the left wrist in, the right wrist in the left hand. So both shoulders are on the ground. Now if you do find, and I should have mentioned this before, that your right shoulder is sticking up but you do want to stay here, you can place a cushion under that shoulder so that you can relax the shoulder into the cushion. If you would like more of a stretch, the right foot can lift up, right ankle goes over left ankle. Pausing here. Deep breath. Just notice at this point, now that you're deep into this practice, if your brain has gone on autopilot, and if it has, again, not judging the brain for wandering or thinking or planning, just bringing your awareness back into your body here, being present in the sensations of your body. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Open your mouth and exhale, let it go. Feel yourself yield a little deeper into the floor. Relaxing the muscles in the face and the jaw, the upper back. Feeling the pelvis, the sit bones, the hips press into the ground. The legs are heavy. If the ankles are crossed, uncrossing your ankles and walking the feet back to center. Slide your arms out toward the sides and walk the torso back to center. Pause here and just notice how the left side feels now compared to the right. Draw the knees up, so the feet come in towards you, and then take the feet up off the ground. Take the arms out to a T or cactus arms and slide the knees over to the right side. If you coming down all the way feels too much for your back, you can place a cushion under the knees and thighs here, or you can allow the legs to drop toward the ground. If it's safe for your neck, you can look over the left shoulder. If you would like to intensify the twist, the left thigh can lift up and cross over the right. The right hand can draw the left leg down toward the ground. Again, notice if you're chasing sensation, and by doing this, sort of brings the sensation to a place where you can't really be still and comfortable and present, and take yourself back to a point where you can really be present with the sensation in your body. Noticing the tension melting, if there is any. Noticing areas where you can relax further. Noticing any pulsing or vibration in the body here as your muscles stretch. If the gaze is over the left shoulder, bringing the head back to center, releasing the right hand from the thigh that's there, gently drawing the legs back to center, uncrossing them first if they'll cross. Bring the legs back to center. Pause here, notice any sensations present in your body. And then draw the legs over to the left, again placing a cushion under the left thigh if you need a little extra support here. Placing the left hand on top of the right thigh if it feels comfortable for you. Again, option to intensify the twist by crossing the right thigh over the left thigh. If it's safe for your head and neck, turning to look over the right shoulder. No. If the left hand is on top of the right thigh, releasing that grasp, taking the arm out to the side, the legs are crossed, uncrossing them, bringing the knees back to center. Take the arms around the outside of the legs and give the legs a squeeze in towards you. If it's comfortable for your neck, you can bring your forehead toward the knees. Then take the upper body back down to the ground. Take either hand to either knee and begin to make circles with the lower back on the ground. If you like, you can take the knees apart as well, bringing the stretching and massaging into the inside of the thighs as well. Taking your circles in the opposite direction now. And coming back into stillness. Take a moment to find anything you need to be comfortable for a period of relaxation. Since you have cushions available to you, I really recommend placing one underneath the knees just to release the lower back a little bit as you lay here in Shavasana. Once you come down, allowing the upper body to relax, the back presses into the ground, the thighs are heavy. Bring your eyes to a close. The hands you can place palms up, or if you like, one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Open your mouth and exhale, release. And again, deep inhale through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale, release. Stay here in Shavasana, resting and relaxing, but still being present in your experience of relaxation, being aware.
Where does the temple end? Where does it begin? There are things you can't reach, but you can reach out to them, and all day long, the wind, the bird flying away, the idea of God, and it can keep you as busy as anything else, and happier. The snake slides away, the fish jumps like a little lily out of the water and back in. The goldfinches sing from the unreachable top of the tree. I look, morning to night. I am never done with looking. Looking, I mean, not just standing around, but standing around as though with your arms open, and thinking maybe something will come, some shining coil of wind, or a few leaves from any old tree. They are all in this too. And now I will tell you the truth. Everything in the world comes, at least closer and cordially, like the nibbling tinsel-eyed fish, the unlooping snake, like goldfinches, little dolls of gold fluttering around the corner of the sky, of God, the blue air. Become aware of the lift and fall of your chest as you inhale and exhale. Become aware of the faint pulse of your heart beating in your chest. Become aware of the temperature of the skin. Become aware of the sensations in your body. Begin to make small movements with your body, maybe circling the hands and the feet, crunching the toes underneath the feet. If it feels good to you today, you can draw your arms overhead and stretch from fingertip to toe as if you're waking up for the very first time today. And draw your knees in toward the chest and give them a hug and a squeeze toward you. And take your right arm out to the side. Use your left hand to support you as you land on your side. And pause here, resting the head on the extended arm, avoiding the temptation to rush through the end of your practice. Really allowing this time to transition from this practice and into the rest of your day. Press the left hand into the earth. Use the right hand to help you up. Keep the eyes soft or closed. And take a moment to find anything you may need to sit comfortably for a short period of time, as you did at the beginning of class. And once you come to a comfortable seat, placing the hands on the thighs, pressing down through the sit bones, lengthen through your waist. Draw your shoulders up to your ears and slide them down and back. The crown of your head is lifting toward the sky. Your eyes are closed. Just take a moment here to scan your body, your breath, your mind. Notice if anything has shifted through your practice for you today. Bring your hands to heart center, pressing palm into palm. Thumbs come toward the sternum. Bow your chin in toward your chest, showing yourself gratitude for taking the time to practice today. We will seal this practice by chanting the sound of Om together. Take a deep inhale. The light in me recognizes and honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me on this video. I really look forward to seeing you all in person again sometime soon, and I hope you're all doing really well and taking care of yourself. I said in my vinyasa video too, if you have any questions about the practice or just want to connect in any way, you can contact Main Street Yoga and get my email address, or find me on Facebook. I'm on there as Sarah V. So take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.